Alright, listen up, bitches. Today I'm sharing some raw poetry. And if you feel triggered by it, well, good. I don't give a fuck. And this poem is probably for you. You know what's selfish? Telling me you have an uncle, a mother, a niece, or a friend who quote-unquote beat cancer. To tell me it's possible and I should muster up the will to do the same. Because, I don't know, you prayed for me or spent 20 minutes of your life researching about cancer? You know what's ignorant? Telling yourself there's an answer, that everything happens for a reason. While you fearfully switch up your diet and regimen and exercise in hopes that your body too will not be struck by such a tragic disease. Those who say, do not give up, have clearly never experienced the pains of the heart that echo through the limbs and the mind with such intensity, day in and day out. It is not the kind of pain that you can say, this too shall pass, the one you can cry yourself to sleep with and wake up feeling better. It's not the kind of pain that you can purge with ayahuasca, or soothe with poems of Rumi, or drown yourself in self-help books. It is not the kind of pain that you can run to a shaman for, or hide and cover yourself with a blanket of blame. No, it's the kind of pain that is exposed, one that cannot be patched up in a prayer house, one that you cannot hope to run away from by locking yourself in an ashram meditating the remaining hours of your life away. Some pain you can numb with narcotics and lay out to dry in the sun. Some pain you can give up by trusting the universe for answers. But in the end, I have learned that you are all alone. And the only friend you can really rely on to take it all away is death. The only answer that suffices is the one that tells everyone to shut the fuck up. Life was not meant to be understood. It was meant to be experienced. Because only in death do you forget your name and your existence. I had a grief counselor who mentors people with terminally ill cancer for a living tell me to check into a hospice because the pain was only going to get worse and more complicated. And that, my friends, was the last voice of reason that told me to give up looking for a cure. It triggered something in me, something that I was too ashamed to say out loud at first. But I have no problem screaming it in people's ears now. I do not have the will or the physical strength or energy to withstand such suffering and pain any longer, and to wait in vain for a miracle. I am not the kind of friend that forgives easily, the one that excuses your negligence for being a traumatically self-absorbed prick. Your distance has made me feel alone and burdensome. In my darkest hours, I have asked God if I deserve to feel so unworthy of love. You cannot possibly expect me to give you forgiveness or remorse or show kindness, affection, or even a hug when you have put your comfort and temporary happiness over an empathetic response to my hopeless suffering reality. A simple, I'm sorry, I hope you feel better, will not do. Save your heart and rainbow emojis for Instagram, but kindly crop my face out of your life and do not tear up or share stories of me when I am dead. I will rest in peace without your $6 flowers on my grave or a photo of me and you with the caption, "She was strong," hashtag RIP on your social media. If you really want me to watch over you, or I don't know, put in a good word for you in the afterlife, tell your friends how shitty you were when I was alive. Say you contributed to my suffering. Say you couldn't love yourself enough to show love towards another dying human being. I hope you choke on a few tears as much as I have with my disease-infested lungs. When the truth finally sets in and you realize, I'm really gone, but I'm not coming back for you to get a second chance to make things right between us. I hope you realize you wasted your time to fill that grief in your heart with a proper goodbye. You wasted that precious time to get to know me, the real me, that you'll rever with such strength the truest words that will ever come out your mouth, with the same intensity that struck you with grief for all the lies you said for the both of us. From the moment I waited for my biopsy results to the moment I die. You do not have cancer, Sephora. You're not terminally ill. You won't die. I'm here for you. May those lies shatter your perception of feeling like you have a grip on reality as much as I did. I am not broken. I'll say it again and again until I believe it, and not another word from all those voices who have pushed and shoved and yanked me to the floor on my knees in tears. In those moments where God was silent and our human potential was lost in a speck of dust that encompassed my eyes, urging me to rub them and look again at the world, hand on my chest, soothing my aching heart, telling it, shh, there's still love on the horizon. You know what death feels like? Have you ever felt your heart stop beating? Because I have. And for a brief moment, it feels like you cannot hear any sounds past your ears. And though your eyes see right in front of you, everything is distant, and you no longer remember who you are or what your name is. And none of the stories you wove about life will be told the way you intended them. And you will feel small, a mere speck of dust in the grandeur of the universe, until you are absolutely nothing. This poem is for all those who suffer with cancer or another terminally ill disease and are too afraid to say this out loud and suffer in quiet desperation. Beyond the places where love does not answer and all that is left is human will. A place where not even God asks you to put faith or blind belief in Him. And you are alone in crippling dark madness. I say to you, may you sing and cry and hear your own voice and find pleasure in your beating heart, however long that may be. Thank you.